So this is the last video, I'm pretty sure, for the day. And um, it is my personal recommendations for what video you should watch next. Um, I have some videos, 400 or 500 videos ago, where I only have had one or two people view it. Not sure why. Well, perhaps I am. But I just wanted to do a real short one here, a real quick one. I'm going to put my glasses on, and if you have a pen or paper or something, pen and paper or whatever, well, you can rewatch this video. I suppose same thing. Uh, I I strongly recommend watching My Son's Miracle. The next video that I greatly, strongly recommend watching is My Lost Son. And part of the title is My Lost Son Spiritual. My 7-year-old son got lost out in the mountains for what seemed to me to be 3+ hours. It seemed longer to him. And it's just proof. The guy who was watching, he was good, but in retrospect, if God wants to get a kid off to himself so that he can receive glory, well, then it's not the parent's fault who was watching my son. It's a novel idea, very interesting for me. Okay, uh, here is one, and it is called The Christmas Story in a Haul Truck. It is the most amazing thing. Both my sons, their videos, they they really were miracles. But this one, The Christmas Story in a Haul Truck, is as much a miracle as God healing my son's broken neck and crushed skull, or bringing my 7-year-old out into a clearing some several hours, I think 3.5 hours. To me, it was a long time. At the exact moment that I stepped into the clearing, my 7-year-old stepped in on the other side. Only God can do that. My 7-year-old had climbed halfway up a mountain because I taught him gain higher ground so you can look around and see. Okay, I'm looking at these here. Uh, well, I'm pretty sure uh, in the garden is another video back there that is, for me, it's how I live my life as a believer in a creator, not a religious person. And I don't call myself Christian either. I refer to myself merely as a man who has chosen to believe in a creator. You want a little humor? I'm not always serious. Oh, not always. Another one that's good is called Rope in the Wind. When I was given my 16, I don't know how old the boys were, somewhere between 14 and 17. I was giving them a lesson on how to rope a little 400-pound horse, and the rest is straight humor. Uh, oh, humbling experience for the old rancher. I'm really no cowboy, But a woman at work, she stepped in front of me. She was just something. She was a knockout. She said, "You must be Cowboy Jim." I thought, "No cowboy, I'm a rancher. Not that good." And then I looked at her and I thought, "Woman, you can call me anything you want." So it stuck. Anyways, quicksand. And I missed the moose. Hmm. Well, we got in quicksand, my oldest boy and I. His horse walked right in it, sunk right down to about the top of the saddle, which meant my son's jean pockets backwards were almost in the quicksand. And then they stopped sinking. And I walked over. I said, "Don't you think it's a little silly to get your horse into that stuff when that looks different?" My horse felt quite strongly that it was possibly time for me to be a little more humble, and my horse jumped right in beside him. Not funny. Okay, next one. Oh, it was funny. Guarantee you. Next one. Important. It's called justice. It's what we had when I was a kid. We had justice. It wasn't necessarily the application of the law to the letter, but it was the application of law and order. It was impressive. Okay, we're coming down. We're getting closer. One more. Oh yeah. Okay. There's one called The Dog and Pony Show. That's more humor. Another one, I'm going to end with it on this one. Forgiveness. The word forgiveness. Next to that, I put spiritual. Get over it. See, when I first started my YouTube videos, I tried diligently to bring people gently to the subject of the Creator. I did it with humor. I did it with everything I could, everything I had. Problem is, I didn't know how to do videos back then. I barely knew how to run my laptop. I still barely know how to run my laptop. Had to have a friend find out how to turn the blessed volume on up. Anyways, thank God there are people with techno smarts. Okay, yeah. Listen, well, you may not believe as I do. It's all right. I don't ask you to do anything other than to give the Creator a shot, a chance of His revealing Himself to you. The rest is up to you. I guess I've consumed the King James Bible since the first Bible I got. I was in grade 1 or 2, so it's a long time. Got serious about studying it when I was 18. Had my first business. Smuggled it into work under my coat. Read it from cover to cover. I, when I'd open my Bible, made sure there were no customers around, but I kept it. Eventually, I kept my Bible just on the counter, off to the side. But I would say, Satan, you get thee behind me, because I am going to spend some time reading my Father's Word. Then I would say, God, help me to understand. Hey, I mean, seriously. Then I'd read. When I was done, I'd thank Him. God. So I don't have to give the plan of salvation every time you watch one of these just merely say thank you for watching. I mean, really, thank you for watching. God bless you. Okay. You have a good evening. This is, well, Yellowstone is on. It's been on for an hour, so you know how important these videos have been to me because I bet I'll watch Yellowstone the early times, 8 or 10 times. I really like this Kevin Costner. He impresses me. God bless you. You take care of yourself now. Okay. Remember, you're the only one who can determine where you're going to spend eternity. Choose wisely, children, because you're going to live till you die. Okay. God bless you.